A 24-year-old New York Jets player retired? Nick Folk. What year is it? Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh-darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. We do have an article in the YouTube description down below on this very topic matter. But before we get to anything football, and we're going to have a lot of fun today, a lot of goofiness, a lot of everything, and I love it every single day on this show. But on a very serious note, I want to send our love, regards, and everything to everyone who was affected by the mass shooting yesterday. Monday's shooting, in which a gunman killed 4 people and himself, is considered the deadliest gun attack in New York City in over the past 25 years, according to CNN. So, absolutely sick, tragic, and everything else in between. So, our thoughts and love are sent out to everyone that were affected by that, and that's awful to see. And, we don't have to dwell on it too much, but, in this world where all this kinds of stuff is happening all the time, it's easy to get desensitized to this because we're seeing it every day, and that's how our brains and minds are coping. Again, I've always prided myself, and I'll say this again on this show, and I've said it a couple years ago during COVID. What I try to provide here on Boy Green Daily is no politics, nothing else on any other thing. What I try to provide for people is an escape. Everyone has all kinds of things that watch the show, and we've heard about them a few times when we've been able to support a few causes. Everyone has a lot going on in their life all the time, and I hope that this show can serve as an escape, that whatever we have going on in our lives, personally or around the world, that we can come here and talk about Green Team is going to win the Super Bowl this year, and here are all the funny reasons why. So I've always prided myself on that. And hopefully that can continue to be an escape, for all of you out there in the universe. So again, our love and thoughts are sent out that way. There's no proper way to transition from that very serious subject matter to our goofy Jets topics, but we'll do the best we can and jump right in here. Everybody, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe here on YouTube, show your support. It's been a lot of fun. We're getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer to preseason. Actually, we got the Hall of Fame game this week. Jets preseason games are not this week. They're the following week. So we've got a lot of action happening here on the show. Let's start off with the Folk news, I guess. That would be best. Let's throw them up. Nick Folk. The Jets worked out Nick Folk yesterday. It's 2025. Nick Folk hasn't kicked for us in 9 years, which just makes me feel old. What the Folk? Folk hero. Nick Folk. Wow. All right. I would say this, that obviously there's clear nostalgia here. Nick Folk earning the nickname Folk Hero from all of the clutch game winners. He was able to provide the New York Jets. There's no signing yet. It's just a workout, but I would imagine they've gone this far. My gut is Nick Folk gets signed at some point today. We'll see if that's true. Shout out to Brian Costello of the New York Post, who shared this nugget with everyone on social media. He kicked for the New York Jets for 7 seasons from 2010 through 2016. And like I said, obviously, there'd be some nostalgia here if the Jets brought back Nick Folk. But it's not just nostalgia. It's not just, that'd be a cool story. Number one, apparently Aaron Glenn does not hate old people. Nick Folk is 40 years of age. He'd be the only 40-year-old on the team. And number two, Nick Folk has been friggin' awesome the last 2 years. He spent the last 2 years with the Tennessee Titans. And like a fine wine, he's gotten better with age. In 2023, he was 29 of 30 on his field goal attempts. That's a 96.7% conversion rate. That's the best of his career. In 2024, last season, also on the Titans, he was 21 of 22 on his field goal attempts, a 95.5% conversion rate. The second highest mark of his career. So Nick Folk is actually playing at an insane level, quite frankly. an insane level. Now, the two, you would say, well, why is he a free agent right now? Well, one, he's old as balls, so he's 40. So as we've seen with Thomas Morstead and a couple of these older guys, there's ageist out there with football teams. You got to pay Nick Folk more money than others. Veteran minimums change with how long you've been in the league. There's all kinds of things of why some people try to cheap out at special teams. We've seen that with the Jets this season, for Pete's sake. On the punter list, they had Austin McNamara, who has zero NFL experience, relatively speaking. They had Kai Kroger, who was an undrafted free agent rookie. And then at kicker, you had Harrison Mevis and you had Caden Davis. Caden Davis, an undrafted rookie free agent. And then Harrison Mevis had a cup of coffee similar to Austin McNamara last year in the NFL in preseason, and that was it. Kai Kroger is no longer on the team. He was cut earlier this week. So the Jets went cheapo, and now all of a sudden we're jumping back to a potential Nick Folk. I don't know what the change of heart is for Aaron Glenn, because he was all aboard the, hey, inexperienced train. Nick Folk is about as experienced as you can Folk and get. I mean, unbelievable. So he's been wildly accurate. He's a nostalgia train. I would absolutely love it. And here's the reason. So I mentioned he's old. That's one reason why, Nick Folk doesn't have a job right now. And here's another reason. He got hurt last year. He hurt his groin last year. All right, he hurt his groin. But ESPN NFL insider Jeremy Fowler shared a 30-second video clip on social media last week. That was from his agents. Folk was actively looking to play an 18th NFL season, and his agent sent the video, rather. And it showed Nick Folk kicking from 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, all these lengths. By the way, Nick Folk over the last 2 years is 6 for 6 on his 50-plus yard field goal attempt. So he's been good from deep. He's been incredibly accurate. There's a lot to love. But Nick Folk hurt his groin last year, so he only appeared in 14 games. But apparently he's fully healed from that, and he sent this little kicker highlight workout video to all the general managers in the league, including Darren Mucci. So Nick Folk, baby, we'll see. Again, my gut says he ends up signing today, or maybe he runs out on the practice field in a surprise move or something, because the Jets have a roster spot open because this guy, Zach Evans, 24-year-old, he abruptly retired out of nowhere. The Jets placed him on the reserve/retired list. Now, let me explain what that means. Again, that's also in the article down below. When an NFL team places a player on the reserve retired list, it means that the player has filed retirement papers, but they remain under contract with the team. That's just basically the math of it. The Jets, in a press release announcing this news, did not reveal a reason for why Zach Evans was suddenly retiring here. Now, I will say this right off the top. I did my pre-training camp 53-man roster projections. I did not have Zach Evans making this roster. So from that perspective, the news isn't like, oh, geez, Breece Hall retired. It's not anything like that, obviously. But what I would say is this: it leaves the Jets with 5 running backs on the team. Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis, Donovan Edwards, and Kene Nguanu. Those are the 5 on the team. And Zach Evans being gone now leaves us with 5. And the Jets now have a roster spot to use. Again, could that be Nick Folk? We'll keep an eye out for that. So, again, Zach Evans retiring isn't crazy news, because I didn't think he was going to make this roster anyway, although there were a lot of people that thought he had a lot of upside. Former Ram, played in 10 games with the Rams last year. So there's a few Zach Evans fans out there on social media. But I think, and this is going to be a hot take maybe, but I think the 5 running backs I just mentioned, there's a chance all 5 make the 53-man roster. I think 3 are locks. Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis. Those are all locks. They're 100% making the 53-man roster. Then we get into the extra territory. I'm a big fan of Donovan Edwards coming out of Michigan. Nick Faria, our Jets team reporter, called him a big winner. A big winner coming out of rookie minicamp. So the Don, as Michigan fans continue to tell me, that's his nickname. I'm like, okay, I'll work it in. And then Kene Nguanu. I think while he's listed at running back, quote unquote, he has, let me make sure I have it here. Let me see. Let me make sure I have it here. I have his attempts. One moment. I had it right here in my notes. Kene Nguanu has 27, excuse me. Sorry that took so long. Kene Nguanu has 27 total rushing attempts across his 4th season. So basically, he's listed at running back. It's like what Justin Hardy was listed at cornerback. Like, yeah, he was he had to be listed at some position. So Kene Nguanu may be listed at running back, but where his greater contributions are on special teams. Over the last 4 years, his rushing attempts, Kene Nguanu has gone down. Boo, 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 boo. On special teams, the special team snap percentages have actually gone up. Boo, 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 boo. So to me, I think there's where they keep all 5. You have 4 like sort of true running backs, and then Kene Nguanu could hopefully be your like all-pro returner, replacing a certain somebody back there. We won't name names. So don't be so. It might be a little bit of a hot take because some people think the Jets are only going to keep the 3 running backs. I said the roster locks, but guess we'll see what happens. I think all 5 could make it, though. I think all 5 could make it. All the 5 that are left could make it. At least 3 are making it, and then we start getting into the roster game. You keep an extra running back. What does that mean in wide receiver? You keep another running back. Is that tight end? Where does that go? I don't know. We have nearly 300 people in the room. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We got a super chat coming through on here. Paul Texta, baby. Every time I get a super chat here from my daughter, Zerayla.
Wow.
Boy Green. I want to thank you and all the other content creators who do help me be distracted from the garbage going on in the world and in life. So thank you for what you do, Paul. That means the world. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, quite frankly, who supports this show. I was just thinking about it the other day of like, man, this is crazy. You know, as my radio over the summer, as you guys know, I'm not running to the radio station anymore right now, outside of evenings and some afternoons. But that's going to end in the middle of September. My current run in radio is set to end at least for the next 6 or 7 months after that, which means I can fully focus on this, which is great. But you guys have been there for me too. So it means the world. So I really appreciate that. Thank you, Paul. I'm glad that we can provide that service, me and any of the other Jets content creators. The thing I love, and I was just going through old tweets and I came across it, is we did this mega Jets content creator mega stream where there's like 20 of us on screen or something. And it's super cool to see, and you basically that you guys have flavors to choose from. You guys have all kinds of people. And I'm going to name people and then miss people, but like you have Jake Asmans, you have James Woody's, you have Jets Talk 24/7, Matt O'Leary, Green Bean. I mean, again, I'm going to miss people, but you have all these people out in the universe, and you can consume whatever you want, whatever you're looking for. Some people have the comedy, some people have the very serious. Dylan Terraman, another one that just jumped off the top of my head. You have all these guys out there in the universe, and new ones popping up. It's great. And us as Jet fans, we can never have enough. So it's a wonderful place to be that we have so many beautiful, talented content creators in our universe. So we're in a great place. There's no question about it. We are absolutely in a great place. So it's amazing. By the way, Paul Texter, that was the exact amount you needed for another raffle ticket in our contest, baby. Absolutely lovely. So that is great. So thank you, Paul Texter, for that. And I will plug the giveaway here in just a moment on the channel because, well, folks, we're running out of time, bluntly, for this contest. We're absolutely running out of time. So get it while the getting's good, long story short, people. Get it while the getting's good because, Paul Texter, you have 2 raffle tickets to this contest I'm about to promote here on air. And you guys only have to the 31st. Okay, you can submit raffle tickets today. You can submit raffle tickets on Wednesday. You can submit raffle tickets on Thursday. Then on Friday, August 1st, we will draw a winner for our massive giveaway, baby. And it's going to be spectacular. So I absolutely can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope as many of you can get involved as possible. I try to make my Boy Green Coffee Club incredibly cheap. There you go. Paul Texter officially on the big board here. I try to make my Boy Green Coffee Club cheap. That's my YouTube membership group. It's $2.99. I try to make my raffles affordable for everybody. So as many people in the world can be as involved as possible. That's something that's has been and always will be very important to me, to be inclusive. As it pertains to some of those cool giveaways. So hopefully a lot of you guys can get involved in this, especially this. When I say inclusive, like it's cool to get people involved. Well, how about this? So I'm going to take down your comment here, Paul. Thank you so much. And again, you have another raffle ticket for this contest I'm about to promote. This is what we're giving away. Okay. You guys have 3 more days to submit raffle tickets today, tomorrow, and the day after that. And you can do it on any show that I do. You can submit your raffle tickets when you're watching Boy Green Meets Woody. If it's the Man Shut Show Boy Green Digital and you're watching on my YouTube page, you can submit raffle tickets in that way. So you guys will have a lot of opportunities over the coming days to submit these raffles. But first, what's up for grabs? 2 tickets, Jets Cowboys, section 228A. 2 tailgate tickets. That is food and drink before the game. Water, select alcohol, and the food is completely catered by Chef Kevin Gilbert, an absolute legend. Make sure you guys subscribe to him and his son's YouTube channel at Fastest Food Reviews. They're terrific. And 2 Jets Cowboys commemorative t-shirts. That entire package I just mentioned is worth $600, but you don't have to spend $600. You can. We'll talk about that later, which is a good value, but I want to make it even more affordable. And here is your opportunity to come with us to Jets Cowboys. It's going to be myself. It's going to be James Woody, and it's going to be 50-plus screaming New York Jet fans and members of the Boy Green Coffee Club that you guys are going to be able to party with and watch the game with. Here's all you have to do to enter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is free to do. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter right now, again, if you want to get in on this, I do monthly giveaways every single month. So youtube.com/boygreen25, BOY, green the color, 25, BOYGREEN 25 is how you subscribe to the channel. We give you New York Jets content every single day, at least once, if not multiple times. And the last 2 weeks, we've had superstar guests. You never know who could pop on the show. We had Judy Batista of the NFL Network come off her Jets training camp visit, give us all the latest. We had Jeremy Fowler, ESPN NFL Insider, right ahead of camp. The week before that, who knows who could be coming? Wink, wink. Might have someone cooking that we've never had on the show before. Keep that in mind, baby, as that's cooking up here on the channel. So subscribe to the show. It's free to do. Why wouldn't you? You're a Jets fan. And submit a $20 raffle ticket via PayPal or Venmo at BoyGreen25. And again, same thing. That is BOY, green the color 25. If you send it on PayPal or Venmo, give me your first and last name in the description. Give me your email, a good email to reach out to you, and say it's for the Jets Cowboys giveaway. And if you send in a $20 raffle ticket and subscribe to my channel, you are eligible for this massive giveaway. The giveaway is worth $600. All you have to spend to have a chance is $20. And then on August 1st, Friday, the wheel of names will spin, 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 and whoever it lands on will win. It's all random. I keep it completely transparent. You guys see the wheel when it's spinning, and whoever it lands on, God bless and enjoy. That's as simple as it is. You guys can also, if you don't want to use PayPal or Venmo, or you're not comfortable with those apps, you can just spend $20 on the YouTube channel. Paul had spent $10 previously, just spent $10 today. They add up, bing, boom, bam. He's in for the raffle again. So it's just that easy, baby. So you guys can send it with super stickers, super chats, gifted memberships, what have you. And I'm just going to be blunt. I don't know when we're ever going to do a giveaway of this magnitude ever again. And by the way, that is real quick. Let me throw that back up. Sunday, October 5th, week 5. Jets Cowboys, Sunday, October 5th, week 5. Game kicks off at 1 o'clock. You would win all these prizes on the left side of your screen, which again is 2 tickets to Jets Cowboys section 228A, 2 tailgate tickets, and 2 Jets Cowboys commemorative t-shirts. I don't know if I'm ever doing this again. So guys, jump on it while the getting's good. This is a great opportunity, and you can't win if you don't proverbial octagon. Only $20 for a raffle ticket. We've had plenty of people, if you watch a show, win the raffles with only one raffle ticket. So if you want a chance, that's the way to do it. So Paul, you got another raffle ticket, my friend. Appreciate you. All right, let's jump in the comment section here. All right, as we're getting ready for action. Yeah, we'll see. I think the Nick Folk news could come today. We'll see if that's true. It'd be great. The Jets need it. There have been some off days from the kickers where they've looked awful, which, again, they've looked like they haven't kicked at the NFL level before, which they have not. So Nick Folk would be a welcomed addition to the New York Jets. And again, if the Jets are going to be anywhere near competitive, field goals are going to play a factor. And we don't want the 2024 season, so last season, to come into play, where we're missing game-winning field goals left and right. We're right there, but we lose. There'd be nothing worse than that. So that would be awful. So let's get a good kicker. And then, like I said, to reiterate quickly on the Zach Evans news, I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think he was gonna make the roster anyway. But now all of a sudden, it's one less running back. We'll see. The Jets now have a free roster spot to use with Zach Evans placed on the reserve retired list. So they're just going to add another running back. Do they add Nick Folk? Wink, wink. Is that who they're adding today at some point? I guess we'll see. So all that here on the program. I want to get to an Aaron Glenn bite. There's a lot of good Aaron Glenn quotes from yesterday's press conference, but there's one in particular I want to get to. And now I've just been sort of crowned myself as being responsible for this. But I think it was last week, I put up a tweet, Aaron Glenn versus Rich Cimini. And it's a joke. I don't really mean it that way. I love Rich. I've had him on the show. But like Aaron Glenn versus Rich Cimini at the press conference. And then yesterday, Aaron Glenn had a tete-a-tete with another media member. I've been told it's Dan Leberfeld of Jets Confidential, but I don't know his voice well enough to be able to determine who it is. But when I know, I tag the person. Connor Hughes, Zach Rosenblatt, Rich Cimini, Brian Costello. There's a lot of the people on the beat. I recognize their voice. We don't see them on camera, obviously. So if it is a person I recognize, I put their name. But if I don't, I just say media member. So anywho, Aaron Glenn had another round with the media yesterday, and it was phenomenal. So without further ado, let's listen to that bite, that back and forth. I am enjoying Aaron Glenn here on the New York Jets. So here we go. Let's go to the podium yesterday. Media versus Aaron Glenn. This has been great.
Change your coaching style as a Bill Parcells disciple, as a tough coach for 2025. Some of the stuff Bill did 30, 40 years ago, yelling and screaming, maybe doesn't resonate the same in 2025 with the modern athlete. So how do you take all the good things of Bill and perhaps you can do things exactly like him?
Well, first off, I'm Aaron Glenn. I'm not Bill. So that really is answering your question.
But as far as the style of coaching in 2025,
I have my own style of coaching. Listen, I learned a lot from Bill, but Aaron Glenn's going to show up like on the field, on the grass, with the players every time.
but could you yell at players like you did 20 years ago?
My personality is going to show up on the field every time. Have you seen me do it? My personality is going to show up on the field every time.
Oh, God. So in case you missed the play-by-play, I tweeted it out. So here it is. Okay. So media member asks Aaron Glenn, hey, Aaron, as a Bill Parcells disciple, how do you balance some of the things Bill did 30 years ago? He yelled and screamed, but that might not work in today's NFL. So, like, how do you balance basically the good and the bad with Bill Parcells being a Bill Parcells disciple? AG, well, first off, I'm Aaron Glenn. I'm not Bill. So that really answers your question. Media's like, well, but as far as the style of coaching in 2025, AG, I have my own style of coaching. I learned a lot from Bill, but Aaron Glenn is going to show up like on the field, on the grass, with the players every time. Media. But can you yell at players like you could 30 years ago? AG, my personality is going to show up on the field every time. Have you seen me do it? Talking about yelling. Media, one time? AG, my personality is going to show up on the field every time. Oh, my God. This, in all seriousness, you know, like the media member was sort of just giving AG an opportunity to sort of compliment Bill Parcells. And say, hey, man, I learned a lot from Bill. This, but I'm my own man, basically. So it could have been, you know, the media member is looking for a more, you know, like an answer that sort of gave a kick to nostalgia, but like that he's his own man, as I would assume is what the media member was looking for. So I love AG just being extra for apparently no reason, but hilarious. I love these AG media battles. These are absolute theater, and it's funny. So I appreciate it. Yeah, Scotty Mayhem saying AG is authentic and is a Jet through and through, period. Yes, he absolutely is. Yes. Oh, we have breaking Jets news here just a moment ago. Okay, let's get to it. Here we go. All right, let's send this through right now. All right, we have a roster move. The Jets have signed Liam Fornadell, an offensive lineman, and waived Gus Hartwig. Brutal. So Gus Hartwig was an undrafted free agent out of Purdue. He was a center for the Jets. He hurt his knee yesterday. So this likely means that injury was more serious than we thought. So Gus Hartwig, Big Gus, as AG called him at the presser yesterday, handed his pink slip, handed his walking papers, and he gets booted from the team. Let me give you some more on Liam Fornadell. The New York Jets just released this in a press release, thanks to John Polano and Ethan Greenberg here. All right. Fornadell is 6'3", 312 pounds. He most recently spent time with the DC Defenders of the UFL, his second stint for the team. He also played for the Defenders during the 2023-2024 season. He first signed with the Canadian Football League's Winnipeg Blue Bombers after he went undrafted in 2022. The James Madison product had a stint with the New England Patriots in 2024 last season and spent most of last season on their practice squad before he was cut in December. Fornadell, who is from New Jersey, played at Don Bosco Prep and High School, started 40 games in college, 31 at right tackle, 8 at left tackle. Here, let's see what they had to say about Gus Hartwig, who got hurt yesterday in practice. Hartwig, 6'5", 309 pounds, signed with the Jets in May as an undrafted free agent out of Purdue. Started 45 games at center for the Boilermakers over the last couple of years, beginning his career at guard before moving over to center. He was an honorable mention All Big Ten selection at each of his 5 seasons, and he was a team captain last year. There is no medical update that's provided there on Big Gus. We'll likely get that from AG today. So sucks for Gus Hartwig. You know, you hate seeing injuries. I told you guys yesterday when the pads are coming on, injuries are soon going to follow. So there you go for the New York Jets. Oh, God, you hate injuries, but, you know, and rooting for the best for the young man. There's no question about it. So, you know, that could be tough. All right, here it is. I will throw them up on your screen. This is your new offensive lineman the Jets just signed moments ago. So I'll have that in for you here in just a moment. All right, let me pull this up on the big screen so you guys can meet our newest member of the New York Jets roster. He fills Gus Hartwig's place. Now, the Jets, if my math is mathing, they still have a roster spot available to replace Zach Evans. So Gus Hartwig, these two just switched. So this is your newest New York Jets offensive lineman just coming in. Again, his name is Liam Fornadell. They just signed him. So he replaced Gus Hartwig, but I believe there's still one more roster spot left for Zach Evans, who was placed on the retired list. So we'll keep you posted on that again. Nick Folk? Could that be the move that's coming up here? So more Brutus Beefcake. The offensive line is going to be hard to crack, but hey, I'm all for more offensive line play for sure. All right, there we go. Keep it up. Yeah, I did not have Gus Hartwig making the roster. I did not have Gus Hartwig making my pre-camp roster. I did not. But wishing all the best to the young man. Wishing all the best to the young man. For sure. All right. Let's answer some more of your questions here and comments. We'll also open up the phone lines here momentarily. Yep, I saw that. Austrian Jet fan, always on the news. Liam Fornadell, offensive lineman, just signed. Yeah, I got the notification to my phone from the Jets. They just pushed that notification to me. I appreciate that. Very nice. NC Green says AG is exactly what the Jets needed, especially after Robert Saleh. Yeah, accountability has been clear so far. Like, for instance, Jeremy Ruckert had a false start during training camp practice yesterday, and he was immediately yanked from the lineup, which you would then say, right, like, it's not what you're supposed to do, but that didn't happen a lot last year, so there you go. Salute to our number one Austrian Jet fan who's healing up. Absolutely. NC Green, it's a true statement. If you're on the bubble, don't get hurt. Ask Gus Hartwig. Yeah, he gets hurt, and the Jets are like, hey, man, the world keeps it. It's vicious and brutal, but that's the NFL. He gets hurt, they're like, we need another guy to do your job. If you can't do it, someone else will. Get out. It's harsh, but true. So there you go. This is our newest member to the New York Jets. If you're just joining us here on the show, we have 400 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. This was breaking news coming in here on the New York Jets. Okay, one more time. I'll give it to you guys here. The Jets have signed offensive lineman Liam Fornadell. They waived rookie undrafted free agent offensive lineman Gus Hartwig. He hurt his knee yesterday in Jets training camp, the center out of Purdue. So he gets dumped, and the Jets immediately replace him with another offensive lineman. Again, by my math, there is still one more roster spot available. You know, when an Esden does math, that can always be trouble, so I could be wrong. But Zach Evans, the 24-year-old running back who just was placed on the retirement list, that should be another roster spot available. The Jets have 91 spots on the roster, considering the roster exemption for Leander Wiegand out of Germany, another offensive lineman for that matter as well. So there you go, a new offensive lineman, and screw the New England Patriots, baby. Anywho, let's ride. Okay, let's do this, baby. We're going to open up the phone lines. We'll take a quick timeout. All your phone calls next, baby. It's Jets training camp. We're fired up, baby, as you should be. Let's roll. More coming up right here on Boy Green Daily.
Boy Green daily, Green daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green daily, Green daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go.
That's right, Hep. Let's go. The phone lines are now open. That is youtube.com/boygreen25. You guys would like to call into the show, that's the best way to do so. We are live every single day at 7:30 in the morning. And as our number one Austrian Jet fan reminds us, liking the video is free to do. It's absolutely free to do. We have 138 of these 400 plus that are watching on the YouTube channel. And as I currently look at the YouTube channel, we have 49 likes, but 140 people in the room. That math doesn't math. If you guys are watching the show, please hit that like button. It makes a massive difference. The YouTube algorithm, when they see a lot of people liking the video, like, oh, wow, okay, this is a halfway decent Jet show. Let's get this in front of other people. So feel free to do so. I'd appreciate it, and get it in front of other Jet fans. We're trying to make a chase to 8,000 subscribers, baby, and we're trying to chip away every bleeping day. Would be pretty cool. Yes, sir. Let's bleeping go. Without further ado, let's jump on over to the phone lines. People want to get on the program, and let's go. This guy's back, baby. It took a second. It is James here on the program. What's up, James?
What's up, BG? What's going on, man?
Good to see you back, man. What's cracking?
You too, pal. Nothing. Dude, I'm getting sucked in as usual.
Yeah,
as usual.
Yeah,
But
right.
the more I see this guy talk, man, the more I see him being it. I watched yesterday. I watched him with Judy Batista.
Oh,
and
yes. Wow. Yeah.
And then going back to like when he was a player and just the whole thing, dude. He's taken. Excuse my French. He's taken this so fucking serious. Like this is not just let me see what I can do and maybe parlay this into another. This is like this place gave me the start of my career. They gave me an opportunity as a scout. They gave me an opportunity as a coach. They gave me an opportunity as a head coach. This is where I made my bones in this league. Like, this is real for him. And the more I see like these interviews as training camps starting to go, it's just, I don't know, dude, there's something really different about this. And I can't, I don't know. We might not be the most talented team in the league, but
sure.
One thing I know for sure, every fucking week, this team is going to show up and they are going to play their asses off for this guy. I know it. I know it. You could see it. You could see it. You could feel it. Every player that talks about him talks like, listen, he's been through this. Like these training camp practices we're having right now, his were way worse. His were a lot more grueling and a lot more fucking grinding than this. We just got a whole new locker room with our faces in front of it. Like, it's so I think that goes a long way. You know, my brother-in-law is I love him to death, but we argue so much. He's a diehard Giants fan, and we go back and forth about obviously the Giants and the Jets. He hates the Jets. A lot of these Giants fans, they can't stand us for whatever reason. I have no. They hate. Oh, dude, he hates the Jets. But I told him, I said, listen, bro, like, this isn't a Joe Judge situation. He was like, oh, this is Joe Judge 2.0. He's coming in like a from the Bill Belichick tree. I was like, first off, this is not just because Bill Parcells worked under Bill Belichick. Like Bill Belichick worked under Bill Parcells. So that has nothing to do with anything. And Joe Judge was not a player. Like, you can come in with this. Maybe he played in college, but I don't believe he played in the NFL
for 15 years.
That did not happen. No. And was it legitimate? I think he's
an all-pro.
I think he's fourth all time in interceptions. for the Jets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he was a legitimate New York Jet. And I told him, I was like, dude, you have cachet when you're walking into the locker room being like, I've done this. And not only did I do this, I did this in a much harsher climate with a much harsher coach with probably a harsher media at the time.
That's true too.
That's debatable nowadays, but who knows? But bro, I'm so juiced up and I'm so excited about this season. And as the time is going, I'm getting more and more jacked up. And I did like Tyler Warren, but Mason Taylor's growing. He's
That's
growing
true.
like a semi. He's giving me a semi, so we'll see, and we'll go from there. I'll
I
talk to you
appreciate it.
soon, bro. All right, bro.
That's true. I was a Warren Warrior too. I feel James. I was, and it hurts to see him on another team. But I will tell you, same sort of thing. I was high on Mason Taylor. I had some concerns about Mason Taylor, and we'll see if he is able to overcome the concerns that I had. But for the most part, I mean, he's looked really good in camp. Jeremy Fowler, who joined us 2 weeks ago, he had absolute crazy things to say from around the league about him. So, people seem really high on Mason, which is awesome. It's awesome to see. It's awesome to see. All right, let's keep it rolling, baby. Again, we got 500 people in the room, 136 of them here on YouTube. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe, and a shout out to the 350 people that are currently watching over on Twitter. Hop on over to YouTube, baby. Like the video, hit subscribe. Help us reach 8,000 subs. We appreciate it. Let's go back to the phone lines. Easy on the program. What's up, Easy?
Good morning.
It's good to see you, pal.
Hey, how are you?
Not too shabby.
How are the kids?
Good. Both kids were all fired up yesterday because on Mondays I don't work at the radio station, so at night, so they got to run around all day, so they like that a lot. They did.
Well, I know you took your son to the doctor the other day, so I was just hoping he's okay.
Yep, he is. I don't know. Let me see if I still have the picture. I'm not sure if I have it immediately available here on my computer, but if I do, I will throw it up here. Yeah, my son got basically, he needs to wear this sort of helmet for the next 4 to 6 months of his life for this head brain situation that he's got going on up there. So thankfully, he's got the help that he needs. It's nothing too crazy. And hey, a lot of people are dealing with much worse. So, hey, man, I'm all good. So I appreciate you asking, though. Thank you.
Yeah. What is it? That bone fusing on the top of the head thing? That happens with some babies sometimes. Where the bones right at the top, they're supposed to fuse together.
Yeah, I believe it's something with the shape.
It happens.
It's like a shape thing of some nature. I don't know. It's above my pay grade, I guess. But yeah, they say that this is going to help because babies' heads are developing at this stage, basically. And if you wear this helmet thing, it'll help in this very important, critical development stage, they say. So I'd say, hey, man, if it helps him in any way, then I'm all for it.
You do. Well, my son was born. He was pigeon-toed, and we got to put him in these things that kept his feet flayed out like that.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So he had to sleep with those braces on his feet. Yeah. But he's fine now. I mean, he's 33. He's a grown man. It works.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Nice.
These doctors know what they're doing.
Amen.
Amen. Thank God you guys, you catch it early, you nip it in the bud, and it's all good.
Yeah, that's what we're all hoping for. So, fingers crossed, and that everything goes great. But again, I'm so blessed and lucky. There's no question about it. So here is, let me see. I'll have here we go. This is a good one. You guys are really going to enjoy. This is a recent photo of my son. Here, I'll put this up on the screen. All right, here we go. All right, so this is him. Let's start up here. He was eating some pizza, and that's him in the helmet, watching some TV, eating a pizza. PE3, baby. He's a happy kid. It doesn't seem to bother him. I thought for sure when they showed me this helmet thing, I'm like, oh, my God, he's going to be reaching for his head the whole time. But they say babies don't even notice it, and it is true. So this is my beautiful son who's 8 months old. He turns 9 months in a couple of days.
Oh, cool. Paint the helmet green, put a jet sticker on it.
It's funny, not funny. I guess it depends on your perspective. So the doctor tells us, right? Hey, here's what needs to happen. This helmet needs to happen. This. I'm like, oh, okay. And then and I'm like, quick question. She's like, sure. I'm like, what colors does it come in? And I'm like, what about?
I knew it.
And
I
said,
knew it.
I said, what about green? She's like, we don't have that available. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, I'm asking for this for a friend, not for me, of course. Could we put jet stickers on it? If not we, I mean my friend. Could he put jet stickers on it if he had a similar son in a similar situation? She went, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, okay, great. So I peppered her with questions. She also said that basically that this can help with his future athletics. I went, oh, great. Okay, I'm in. So all of it was a massive plus. Yeah, people are suggesting in the comments section to spray paint it green. With it being on his head as often as it is, I think that could do some more damage than is intended, but I appreciate that. Yeah, he's got to wear this like all day long. He gets a couple of breaks, and again, he's got to wear it for like the next 4 to 6 months. So, spray paint. I did suggest that, and then my fiance said she'd punch me. So, no spray painting, but we'll try to see if we can work around it in other ways. Yeah.
You could go to let me tell you something. A couple of years ago, I was doing something with my sneakers, and I actually am wearing my sneakers, and they had they're Pumas. That's all I wear are Pumas, and it's black suede with a white stripe, and I got this fabric paint that's good for painting fabric and leather, and I did it with a brush, and now my stripes are green.
Wow. Okay. So there you
go. You'll see. Creative. I'll be wearing them at the game, so you'll see them.
Okay, I can't wait. Awesome. Yeah.
Anyway, is Nick Folk in house right now being interviewed, or I mean, why is there all this speculation with Nick Folk? Is he actually visiting the team today, or?
So he visited the team yesterday and did a workout, and there had been no news yet. Now, here was my not fear. As a content creator, there's all these layers to it. When a workout is reported, sometimes soon after the signing gets reported, because by the time that the media learns of the workout, he's already signing later in that day. So they did not announce it yesterday. Maybe there's going to be a surprise. Practice kicks off like 20 minutes. Does Nick Folk just come running out of the tunnel? They're like, oh, yeah, we signed Nick Folk. Is that announcement news going to hit my phone in a second? Does it come at some point today? I would just be surprised if they went all the way to the efforts of working out Nick Folk and then they don't sign him, especially with how apparently he's looked health-wise, statistically. He seems to check off all the boxes.
Suck.
Well, that is blunt.
I don't want to miss the playoffs because some ham and egger lost us 2 games by just blowing 2 like 46-yard field goals or something,
right?
Or a 38-yard field goal. These are makeable. Because actually, last year we could have won a lot more if Greg didn't have his head shoved so far up his ass he couldn't see. There was 100% mental with Zerline last year.
Yeah, clearly it had to be. Yeah,
that's why he took off. I mean, you can go on injured reserve for mental.
Of course you can, yeah. I mean, they said it was some made-up knee that had never been reported before.
It was very bizarre. Mental health issue. It was a mental health issue. But a lot of these guys, they don't want to talk about that, so they just say, just tell them my knee is tweaked. That's all, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but as far as with this O-line guy, Big Gus, I feel bad for it. It's a tough way to get cut. But
sure.
I look at it this way: he's cut early. He can get his knee worked on, and maybe he can sign with CFL, or maybe he can play in the minor league next year, in the UFL next year.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I think check this out. I was going to call you the other day, and I didn't get called on, but I was watching the European League the other day. It just popped on, and I was watching the Paris Musketeers versus the Stuttgart Surge,
as one does, watching European football.
And Jack Del Rio, remember Jack Del Rio, Coach Del Rio?
Of course, yes.
He's coaching the Surge.
What? Wow.
Jack Del Rio is coaching the Stuttgart Surge, and they brought back the Frankfurt Galaxy. Remember the Frankfurt Galaxy from the WLAF?
Okay.
World League of America Football.
Yep, I remember that back in the day. WLAF, yes.
Yeah, and the Barcelona Dragons. I don't know if the Barcelona Dragons are back, but I've heard that the Spanish people in Spain, they love NFL football. They're nuts for it. Absolutely gaga for it. And the French like it too.
Oh,
I can't go too much by the French because they like Jerry Lewis, but what are you going to do?
No one's perfect,
Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Oh my
That's
God.
right.
Actually, I could do that really good, but people will flip out if I do it.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm not going to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it at the tailgate. I'll do my Jerry Lewis at the tailgate.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be great. Sure.
But is there any talk about who is going to help with our D line, the interior? Are
like
they
player wise or coach wise?
Maybe get Clowney.
Oh, again, yeah. It's funny. Byron Cowart spoke yesterday for the Jets, their defensive tackle. And for people who don't know Byron Cowart's story, when he came out of high school, he was like the number 1 overall player coming out of high school. So people thought he was going to be some superstar. And unfortunately for him, he never lived up to that hype. But a media member asked him about that. They said, like, what were your expectations? And he said, I wanted to be the next Jadeveon Clowney. He said, I wanted to be the man. I wanted to, go to some big college and do crazy stuff and be the number 1 pick and then all this other stuff. So that was funny. He brought up Jadeveon Clowney at his Jets presser yesterday.
I mean, how much is Clowney going to cost us? Because I think
question.
It'd be foolish not to get him. Because, I mean, it's not because I don't think the players are good enough. I'm worried about the depth. Because I'm still a little bit worried about, JJ. Is he going to be 100% ready to go? And God forbid, even if he has like a tweak, if he tweaks anything, they're going to pull him out to make sure because he's too valuable a guy to risk. Because if you remember what they did with Chad Pennington when he was quarterback for the Jets, when he hurt his arm, they tried to rush his ass back, and then he blew his arm out, and he was kind of never the same.
Hey, Chad said that. What a great interview. Yeah, he gave the interview with Jake Asman, said his biggest regret, if he is to have one. I've never heard Chad say this before, so shout out to Jake for getting the interview and getting this answer. But Chad said rushing back from the initial injury, which led to all the other injuries. He said, if I didn't do that, I just took more time. He said, I would have had a long career, and who knows the what if. And he says he tries not to beat himself up about it because obviously he can't control it anymore. But, yeah, that's what he said. His biggest regret was rushing back from that first shoulder injury.
The biggest problems with players is the coaching staff weighs out, should I put him back in because I want to win, or do I have to protect the player from himself? Sometimes you have to protect the player from himself. He wanted to get back, he wanted to play, but sometimes you can't do it. But this is a win now league. You don't get a chance to make up the games after you've lost games on week 4, 5, and 6. You've got to win those week 4, 5, and 6 games because you won't get to the playoffs. So I understand why he went back, but sometimes the coaching staff's got to protect the player from himself.
And the other flavor is, if anyone's watched season 2 of Quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins says it at the end of the Falcons, is he says he read it in Drew Brees' book that he published in 2010, that he was always afraid of any of his backup quarterbacks getting any reps, whether they were a threat or not, because all it takes is one guy getting his moment in the sun to show that he's way more than he is, and you could lose your job. So, well,
just tell ask Drew Bledsoe.
Sure, right. That poor bastard, right? He gets hurt. Ask Alex Smith. He gets a concussion. This guy named Colin Kaepernick comes in. The 49ers career is over.
Lights
Now, it works out. He goes to the Chiefs and has this nice little run there with Andy Reid and stuff. But still, injuries can take away your job just as much as poor performance.
Yeah. Anyway, I think this coaching staff is aces up. The players love what's going on. They like the fact that there are tackle drills. I think I can't remember. I think it was who said it. He was really enjoying the hitting that was going on because it's kind of like almost like smelling salts. It's just waking them up, getting them going, getting them all.
Yesterday, Braylon Allen said that. He said, "Oh my
That
goodness,
was yeah.
oh my!"
He
And he gave
loves
some
it.
crazy answers. And he said, like, "Oh yeah, like the night before, I couldn't go to sleep because I knew the pads were coming on the next day." And he also said, "I will do whatever the Jets ask me to do." He said, "If they asked me to play linebacker, I would line up right now to play linebacker." So again, Aaron Glenn is in love with Braylon Allen. You could hear it. Yeah, he probably could. Yeah, with that body. And AG waxed poetic about him at it. Yeah. Hey, Easy, before you go, for Lily and Big
Anyway,
D is saying...
I'm going to go and let somebody...
Yeah, before you do, Easy, before you do, for Lily and Big D says, tell Easy, can he give one more Jerry Lewis impression before he leaves?
I'm sorry, that broke up. Say that again.
Before you dip out, Easy,
Hello?
the audio... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, the audience wants you to do a
Now
Jerry
I can.
Lewis impression before you leave.
Oh, my God.
Hey, lady!
There you go.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Easy. Thanks for the call, pal. Terrific. All right. All right, a lot to get to here on the program still. Let's get to a couple of nuggets here on the show. First off, look at this baby. Fastest Food Reviews, a.k.a. Chef Kevin Gilbert, with a $20 super chat.
Wow.
Fastest Food Reviews, this is officially, a.k.a. Chef Kevin Gilbert, this is officially a raffle ticket for a Jets Cowboys giveaway, so excellent news. Also, just so you know, you don't have to do it today, but you have a couple days. Based on your previous membership contributions and super chats, Chef Kevin Gilbert, you are another $7 away. So what's that? 3 memberships. You're 3 memberships away from getting another raffle ticket and doubling your chances for the Jets Cowboys giveaway. So just keep that in mind, Chef, before we dip for the contest this month. So let's throw it back up. So Fastest Food Review says, your boy looks locked in. Look at, this is my boy. PE3, Paul Andrew Esden III. That's him eating some pizza. Okay? And Chef Kev says he looks locked in, like all the Jets players and the staff of this year's training camp. You can see the focus in his eyes very clearly. Also, what the folk are we waiting for? Sign him now. God bless you and your family. Well, Chef, again, thank you so much for the super chat. This is a $20 raffle ticket, so of course that goes to the Jets Cowboys contest. So you do have a ticket to that dance. That's on the scrolling ticker down below. Again, you are 3 memberships away or $7 away, whichever combination you prefer. From getting another raffle ticket to have 2 raffle tickets for a big contest coming up, and appreciate it. Yeah, on Folk, again, I agree. What are we waiting for? Bring Nick Folk in. He's been excellent. The last 2 years are the best years of his career. 96 and 95% conversion rates on his field goals. He was perfect on extra point attempts. The only criticism is he's older, so he's 40, but I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're 80 and you can kick. Grab your walking cane and your little walker and get your ass out there. I don't care about age. Age is just a number. That doesn't matter to me. Can you perform? All right. I don't give a crap. 5 years old, 20 years old, 40 years old. I don't care. If you can play, you can play. And then the injury. He suffered a groin injury last year, but he is fully recovered, according to him and his agents. And also ESPN Info insider Jeremy Fowler also corroborated that information on social media. So, Chef, I'm all about it, baby. I'm all about it. Yes, my son is locked in. He's focused. Very focused. And again, that giveaway I'm talking about is Booyah here. 2 tickets, Jets Cowboys, Section 220A, 2 tailgate tickets, 2 Jets Cowboys commemorative t-shirts. If you want to have a chance to win that, Fastest Food Review, Chef Kevin Gilbert subscribed to the channel, and he just sent in $20 in, so now he's got a raffle ticket for the contest. It just works. It's just that simple. All right, look at this. We got a T-Town Coffee Club membership here on the show. This membership just went to Jetwing67. Thank you, T-Town Jet, for that membership. And by the way, you are, let me make sure I get it here. You already have a raffle ticket for our contest, and you are, what would that be? You're 4 memberships away from another raffle ticket, so just keep that in mind before the end of the month, T-Town Jet. Even including this one, you're still 4 more left, 4 more after this one away from getting another raffle ticket for our contest, so thank you so much. We'll keep all the memberships and gifting flying here on the show. Look at this. Alon jumping in with a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's go. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
It's Jets, 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 Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
Let's read those 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club from our buddy Alon here on the show. You love to see it. All right, let's get this coming in. These 5 are Steve Winrich, Big T Charlie, Mr. Magoo, 14 years, Adam S. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Let's add that to your contribution so far this month, Alon. Appreciate it. And now you have another raffle ticket to our contest. Very much appreciated, my friend. Thank you kindly. Let's add that to your total. Yes, you now have 2 raffle tickets. Wonderful. I will add that here to your total in just a moment. Excellent. We'll put you right next to Paul Taxter. Yeah, baby. Boo friggin' yeah. So, guys, you want to keep increasing your chances? That is the way to do so. So there you go. Alon is officially in the running. Look at T-Town Jet, another Boy Green Coffee Club membership gift. Let's go. Okay, very nice. Very nice here on the show. Let's see who this one went to on the program. Mr. Chill 211 King. T-Town Jet, again, you are now 3 memberships away from another raffle ticket. So keep that in mind over the next couple of days. Love it. Thank you, T-Town Jet. Look at our number 1 Austrian Jet fan with a super sticker, baby, here on the show. I know what number 1 Austrian Jet fan wants. We can help him. We're givers in this community. Yes.
Kevin James. I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Absolutely. Thank you, Kevin James. And let's let it keep rolling here on the channel. The memberships, the super chats, the super stickers. They're all popping and locking and dropping here on the program. Let's keep them coming. Thank you, everybody, for your support so far. I saw this message earlier from Troy Sturgis. Let's get to this. BG, it looked like to me that the offense is dominating the defense from the clips I'm seeing. Is that a concern, or do you think it's just early defense is still figuring it out? A lot of good things here. First off, this is what I just, in a general sense, what I want to see in training camp. I want to see wins on both sides. If the defense is crushing the offense, that's not good. If the offense is slicing and dicing the defense all day, that's not good. The thing I would say, Troy, if we're to take Aaron Glenn, who seems like a really straight shooter, he said the offense got the defense early on in camp, and then things have turned around and the defense has given the offense a business a few times. So apparently it's been back and forth. But I agree. You see all the clips, and there is a lot of offensive clips there. So, no. And to be honest, again, normally I want balance. I want this side winning, this side winning. But with the Jets offense being so tough the last basically 21st century, so I guess 25 years, it's been more times rough than not. So if the offense is popping a little bit, I'm totally all on board because this defense is talented, and they're going to figure it out. Quinnen, Quincy, Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson, Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter II. I'm a big fan of Andre Sisco, Jamie Sherwood. Like, you've got all kinds of talent. The talent's going to figure it out. AG's a good coach. The talent's really good. So if the offense is doing business, that I think is a positive for Jet fans. But it's a good question. It's a good question, Troy. I appreciate that. Excellent question. Thank you, Troy, for sending that in here on the show. Much appreciated. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We now have even more, 500 people here on the show, including 126 on YouTube, over 400 on Twitter, which we appreciate. Again, like the video, hit subscribe wherever you're watching. Let me answer a few more questions, and then we have an inside peek at Jets training camp that's going to be on the New York Jets YouTube channel. Let's see. J-Boy saying, that sounds like Greg. Did he get hurt? Didn't he get hurt and just fall off? Not Nick Folk, if that's who you're talking about, J-Boy. No, Nick Folk's numbers are great. So him getting hurt then falling off. He missed 3 games last year, and his numbers were awesome. So not a Greg Zuerlein situation, thankfully, from that perspective. Yeah, we did not get any of that. I'm hearing, thank God for your wife. He's adorable. Yes, my handsome son, PE3. He's a good kid. He's getting big. He's getting big, which is great. Great. Football players need to be big. So good. For the most part. They don't always have to be. But yeah, my son's terrific. I appreciate it. So, yeah, let's get more padded practice here at training camp. This is great. Let's get some more opportunities. Great. John says, I smell Jets propaganda with all the offense clips being posted. Maybe it is. I don't know. They control the narrative. They see everything. I don't. So I don't. Even when I'm at a training camp practice, you can only see pocket. There's a lot going on. You can only focus on so many things: offense, defense, this, that, the other. There's multiple drills going on all at the same time. The entire team is working. So even if you're there, you can't even take it all in. So, that's a part of, I guess, the cross that we bear. Why don't we do this, everybody? We're going to call it here on the show. We have a lot more content coming up here on the channel. Boy Green Meets Woody's at 3 o'clock, so we'll be back for that. Plus, you never know the interviews and things that can pop up. So be a member to the Boy Green Coffee Club and a subscriber to the channel, and you will be notified first. Make sure you guys do it. Like the video, that's free to do. Hit subscribe, join the army, and hit the bell notification so every video that comes in gets immediately delivered to you. So, guys, make sure you do that. By the way, just for our Survivor fans out in the audience, Survivor icon David Wright was going to join us live at 1:30 as part of the Man Shot Show with Boy Green Digital, which also streams to this channel. Unfortunately, had a work conflict, so that got rescheduled to next Monday. So just for our Survivor fans out in the audience, so that's fine. More focus on the New York Jets. That works for me. All right, thanks, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of Boy Green Daily, baby. And we'll see you at 3 o'clock for Boy Green Meets Woody.